Hey everyone. So we've all gotten pretty used to chatbots, right? But what if I told you the next big leap in AI is already here? And it's not just about asking questions anymore. It's about actually getting things done. Today, we're going to dive into something called Agentic AI. And trust me, this is a technology that's about to change, well, pretty much everything about how we work and live.
And this simple comparison just nails it, doesn't it? Think about it. A chatbot. It's a great conversationalist. You ask it for a chicken parm recipe and boom, you get a fantastic one. But an AI agent? Now that's a whole different ballgame. It takes that same recipe, hooks into your favorite grocery app, maybe even peeks inside your smart fridge to see what you've already got, and then it orders exactly what you need to have it on your doorstep by dinner time. You see the difference? One informs you, the other acts for you.
Okay, so what's the actual problem we're trying to solve here? I mean, the large language models we use today are frankly incredible. They can write poetry, they can debug your code, they can even explain quantum physics. But here's the catch. They're basically brains in a jar. They're stuck behind a chat window with no real way to interact with the outside world. They can tell you how to do something in perfect detail, but they can't actually do it for you.
And that is exactly where Agentic AI steps in. It's an AI that can autonomously plan. And that just means it can think for itself, you know? It can execute multi-step tasks. So we're not talking about just one simple action. But here's the most important part. It uses different tools to get to a specific goal. It has access to the real digital world, your apps, your data, your APIs, all the stuff it needs to actually get the job done.
So here's a good way to think about it. We're taking this giant leap from AI being like a super smart search engine or maybe a clever parrot to AI being a true digital assistant, a genuine teammate. It's not just a tool you have to operate anymore. It's a collaborator you can actually delegate things to. And that right there is a massive shift in how we're going to interact with technology.
Oh, I love this analogy. I mean, we've all been there, right? Staring at some totally confusing instruction manual for furniture. A chatbot might be able to explain what step 7 means, but an AI agent, that is the skilled assistant. You just tell it, hey, assemble this desk, and it just gets to work. It figures out the steps, it knows what tools to use, and it handles any little problems that pop up, all the way until that desk is standing in your room, ready to go.
Okay, so how does this whole thing actually work under the hood? It sounds a little like magic, I know, but it's really just a super clever and powerful setup. So let's peel back the layers a bit and see what makes an AI agent tick.
You can really boil an AI agent's mind down to 3 main parts. First up, you've got the brain. This is a powerful large language model, or LLM. That's the part that does all the thinking and reasoning. Then you've got its memory, which gives it context about what it's done before. And finally, and this is the real game changer, you have the toolkit. This is its connection to the outside world. This is how it uses apps and gets to data.
And these 3 parts all work together in this constant loop. Let's imagine your goal is something like, find me the best flight to Hawaii for next month, and book it. Okay, so first, the agent breaks that goal down. Then it comes up with a plan. I need to check dates, I need to compare airlines, I gotta check the calendar, and I'll need the credit card info. After that, it picks a tool, say a flight booking app's API. Finally, it actually does it and watches what happens. If the flight gets booked, awesome, mission accomplished. If there's some kind of error, it sees that, rethinks its plan, and tries again. It's this constant cycle.
And this whole toolkit idea is where things get really exciting. We're talking about the agent being able to actually interact with your calendar to schedule meetings for you, or use your travel apps to book those flights we talked about. It could even tap into your company's internal software to analyze sales data and whip up a report. Every single tool is like a new skill the agent can learn and put to use.
But that leads to a pretty big question, right? You've got the brain, you've got the memory, you've got the tools, but how in the world do you pull all of that together? And not just pull it together, but do it in a way that's secure and scalable and actually works. I mean, you can't just download this stuff off the internet. You need a place to build it. You need a workshop.
And that's where something called an agent building platform comes in. Think of these as super sophisticated workshops that give developers all the high-quality parts and the framework they need right out of the box. It's what lets companies build their own custom, reliable agents without having to start from scratch and reinvent the wheel every single time. A really great example of one of these platforms is AWS Bedrock. It's basically designed to be a one-stop shop for building exactly these kinds of AI agents. It handles all the nitty-gritty, complex stuff in the background, so developers can just focus on the important part. What do they want their agent to actually do?
And you can see here how it all maps back to those core parts we talked about. For the brain, a platform like Bedrock gives you a choice of multiple, powerful LLMs.
For the tools, it gives you a safe, secure way to connect to your own company's data and APIs. And for the memory, it handles all that data securely. It's really the whole package you need to build a seriously capable agent.
So let's zoom out. What does this all mean for us, really? Well, this isn't just some small incremental upgrade. The move to agentic AI is a move towards having actual digital teammates. Teammates that can handle all the complex digital busy work, freeing us up to focus on strategy, on creativity. You know, the stuff that we humans are uniquely good at.
Think about it. For decades, we've had to tell computers exactly what to do, step by painstaking step. We call that coding or just using an app. But we're moving into a new world now, a world where we don't give commands, we delegate outcomes. It's no longer click here, then type this. It's simply handle my expense report or go through my unread emails and just tell me which ones are urgent.
And this quote just sums it up perfectly. Our job is no longer to be a good machine operator. Our job is now to be a good manager, a good director. Someone who can clearly state the outcome they want and then trust their digital agent to figure out the smartest way to make it happen.
And that leaves us with one last, pretty big question to chew on. As these AI agents get better and better, and they start handling all those complex but kind of repetitive digital tasks that eat up our days, we're going to get a lot of time and mental energy back. So the question is, what are you going to focus on? What big, interesting problems are you going to solve with all that extra bandwidth? Something to think about. Thanks so much for watching.